Alright, this is the last example. Example 15 on page 330. So, last example for this section 4.1. Subtract. Same idea like we just did earlier, the addition of two polynomials. This time we just do the subtraction of two polynomials. Okay, so the subtract is right here between first polynomial and second polynomials. You follow the same procedure. You combine like terms, meaning you combine the term with the same number of variables with the same number of exponents. Okay, all right. Let's start with the first term of this polynomial, 4x squared y, right? So this 4x squared y, look at on the right. What term have x squared y? This term, right? So you kind of see the same idea, right? But a little bit different from addition. Let's simplify the sign first, okay? All right. So there are many ways you can try. Let's see, how will you do this? You know what? We can do one way we can do this is we write this first polynomial on top. So this solution, okay? 4x squared y on top. Subtract 6x to the third power y squared plus x squared y squared. Subtracts. So write the first polynomial on top, second polynomial at the bottom. 4x squared y, okay, plus x to the third power y squared plus 3x squared y to the third power subtracts ax squared y squared. Okay, let's check what we copied. 4x squared y subtract 6x to the third power y squared plus x squared y squared. 4x squared y x to the third y squared 3x squared y to the third power subtract ax squared y squared. So we subtracting, but don't forget that you subtract every term here. So this first term here has x squared y, right? So you look for term in a second polynomial that has the same variables, x squared y. Which one is that? This one, right? So that means you can combine or perform the subtraction between these two terms. So 4 subtract 4 is what? 0. So you get 0 x squared y, which turned out to be 0. How about look at the second term here. I'm using this symbol, okay? X to the third power times y squared. Look for the term in the second polynomial that has x to the third power y squared. Which one? This one, right? X to the third power y squared. So these two terms can be combined. -6. Don't forget this, okay? Make sure you don't forget this. Subtraction. Don't forget this sign. This sign applies for every term inside every terms of the second polynomial. You see subtract here? To every term. That means when you take -6, you don't add, okay? -6, you subtract this x to the third y squared. So -6 subtract this. In front of this is actually 1, right? It's actually 1, right? So the coefficient of this term is 1. So -6 subtract 1 is what? -6 subtract 1 is -7. Okay. -7 x to the third y squared. Okay. And then for this term right here, you're looking for x squared y squared. Are there any term here in the second polynomial that have x squared y squared? Not this. This term. Okay. this term right here. Now, I probably would reorganize, okay? I probably would switch position of these two terms, okay? So let me copy here so I have term. So I would switch these two term position, okay? So that the term with the same variable, they all align with. So subtract a x squared y squared, okay? I just switch position of these two terms plus 3x squared y to the third power, okay? You see they are aligned, same term with the same variables and exponents. So x squared, y squared, right? This is 1, coefficient 1. 1, subtract, okay? 1, subtract a negative value. Another way of seeing this is that negative times negative is plus. So that means you take this, subtract a negative value, meaning you take this, you add this. So 1 plus a, which is 9x squared y squared, okay? Make sure you see this. This term have coefficient 1, okay? It'll be a different color. Okay, and I combine this term and this term because same number of variables and exponents. This term has 1. This term has negative a, but don't forget the negative in front. The negative in front distribute with this negative become plus, okay? Plus sign. So plus sign plus 1 is 9x squared y squared. Alright, so far we took care of this term, this term, this term. We're done with the first polynomial, but we're not done yet with the term of the second polynomials. So we combine this first term, we combine the second term, we combine the third terms. We're left with this last term of the second polynomial. Now, some of you may just, the answer is plus 3x squared y third, right? Because you cannot combine any further. So usually just copy the last term here, right? So that's a tendency. You say, okay, nothing I can combine. So this is the one, 3x squared y to the third. But if this happened on the quiz or the test, this is wrong. Don't forget this is subtract. So there's a negative sign in front of the second polynomial. In front, meaning this negative sign applies to each term of the second polynomials. Okay, so don't forget to subtract here. There's nothing here. That means this, nothing here, like 0. 0, subtract this value, which is negative. Okay. So nothing here, right? Think about this, nothing like 0, right? So, or you can say that plus 0 of x squared y third. To make you feel better, okay, same variable, 0. Coefficient. 0 times anything is 0, okay? So think about this. 0, subtract 3, which is negative 3, right? Of that variables, okay? So nothing there just means 0 times that variables, okay? So the answer is, okay, we're not done yet. We need to simplify this too. Right. Let me check this out because it's not there. I don't want you confused when you look at that. The reason I have it here is to help you to see how I combine nothing, subtract, this term is negative. Okay, let's simplify. 0 times anything is 0. So we have 0, subtract 7x to the third power, y squared, plus 9x squared, y squared, minus 3x squared, y to the third power. Simplify further, we have negative 7x to the third power, y squared plus 9x squared, y squared, subtract 3x squared, y to the third power. Check the answer. Yep, so this is the answer. For subtracting or find the difference between the two polynomials, this is the answer. And this is the last example for this section, 4.1. You can find a homework list in my lecture note. So I'll finish my section here, and I'll see you next time.